Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Empowerment Network. I am Comfort, and of course, today we are very excited. Anita is joining me. I think this is her new year here. So if you like, you can tell Anita Happy New Year because I'm sure this is the first time you're seeing her in 2025. I am very excited because we have a topic here. I am praying that I shut up because Anita has got exciting information to share, to how to help us keep on keeping on while we wait for our CEO to get ready with our business. And so the topic for today, if you have already seen it, it says let's focus on skills and mindset for success. So Anita, welcome and happy new year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, Comfort, and to everyone watching. And it's really nice to be here. So, yeah, I mean, basically, Comfort's asked me to talk tonight a little bit about some of the things that I've kind of been doing in the background in kind of preparation, really, for my future. And things that, really people could also be doing. And that's just kind of, learning new skills is one of those things. And, with AI, mean, this is one of the things Ash has spoken to us a lot about, is learning things. It's amazing. I didn't even have an interest in AI until I came along and joined Ash, and now our big family that we've got, so I didn't have much of an interest in that, just for business, wanting to get along online and stuff like that. And then along came this wonderful topic called AI. And I just thought, you know what, this is great because you can learn so much. So what I set about doing, and I don't even mean back then, I mean literally last year, one of the things I wanted to do was I'd always wanted to paint, and I'm no artist, let me tell you. Okay, I'm really not. So I had a go, and it didn't work out. And AI is there, and there's all these great, fantastic tools coming up. And one of them is I used Midjourney actually, and I started to be able to have a go at producing some art. Now, some people might say, "Oh, well, it's done by a bot." Well, not really, because you have to kind of type, put what you want, and you have to do that, and it can take you a long time to get that right. But just playing around, and then then you basically get what you think you might like, and then you need to edit that. So then I learned how to do Be Funky. Now, Be Funky is fantastic for somebody that's just wants to use it personally. You can do all sorts of things to photographs. You can, remove backgrounds and put other things in the background. There's so much you can do. So then I learned that. And these things I've taught myself really, or just Googled stuff, or I've used Chat GPT, because Chat GPT is like my best friend. I can talk for England. I even talk to it like it's a person. I type in there and it answers me. Okay. So I've got a lot of information from there, and I use the free version, completely free. Okay. And it's helped me to learn so much. So then I went from there, I had to learn Canva, had to learn how to then do mock-ups. And mock-ups are when you kind of put your picture into a frame and into a lounge or a bathroom or whatever. And then I had to learn how to create all the files for digital download files. And then basically to put it up onto Etsy was the point of it. Now, let me just say, that's not about another business as such. It was about the fun of doing it and being able to achieve something through AI, with AI tools, and just something that was fun. And I've managed to do that now. And actually, yes, some people have bought them, and I've only got about half a dozen on there for now. I've got another half a dozen I want to put on. But what's thrilling me is the thought of that being on somebody else's wall. Okay, that's the thing. And this is like a lot of what Ash was kind of saying to people is, it's not always just about the money, is it? It's not all about just about that. It's all about other things that you learn to do, achievements, other things that you could feel proud of yourself about, or about helping other people as well. So what I'd love to do now is be able to help other people to do that, how they can do that. So this is what it's all about. Comfort really is, just Focus on the skills that you've got. Focus on what other skills you can learn. There's so much out there that's free, so that you can be more ready, for your success in the future with what Ash is bringing. I mean, the tools he's bringing to us. Gosh, I mean, these ones are fantastic. We already know what Ash has got in mind is fantastic. Put them all together. Wow, what you can't do is nobody's business. There's everything there for your success, but it's also about your mindset as well. So I'll let you come in there, and then
Yeah,
I've got lots to say about that. But
exactly. Sure, because this topic I found it very interesting, and because if you've been listening like to Andy Berks during our webinars and stuff, he likes his 6 P's thing: proper prior planning prevents poor performance, get ready, and all of those things. And the good thing is that you can never go wrong with knowledge, right? So what is the proper prior planning here? You are learning these new skills, and the good news here, Anita, is how free most of them are free. Just with the free versions of most of those platforms like ChatGPT, like Canva, and some other those tools, you can learn them for free. And so while waiting still for Ash, if you think that, oh, this sounds interesting and I want to know a bit more, and you think that you can afford paying to know a bit more, learn, because the idle mind, they say, is a devil's workshop. Sometimes people get they derail from the track where we are moving on to as we wait for our business, and they go negative, or they go watch different and wrong stuff because they think that they don't have anything to do. But learning and improving on yourself and keeping yourself updated with the trends and all of those things, the moment Ash is ready, that minute you are ready for business. Somebody, again, let me go back to Andy. Those are the people I listen to a lot every day. Andy would say the opportunity is massive. It's not a doubt. Ash has said he is going to help us like get traffic, because when Collins explains, you understand that whatever product you buy, the money for traffic is already included inside. So Ash makes it very simple and easy for everybody. But then the truth here, Andy would say everybody is going to succeed, yes. But then when you succeed would be different. So Anita is busy learning these things for fun and all of those things. And she's upgrading and updating herself. The moment they're ready, she is ready. She would say, I am happy for Ash to drive traffic for this amount that he is taking from me. However, because I already know how these things work since I've been looking at the other ones, and Ash makes his even much easier, I would do some of this stuff. You cannot give what you don't have. If you want to pitch this business, this opportunity to somebody, you want to understand. And because you already have that knowledge from somewhere, then when you look at what Ash comes, you only say, oh, I worked this hard to get this, but this is how easy Ash does it. And this is what you would need it for. So when you take it out then and pitch it because you want to help somebody, and they come in for the help that this thing is offering, through that, of course, you get benefit from it, because we don't have to pitch the opportunity, but you do it because you just want to empower somebody. And if successfully they join, that is extra income you are making in addition to what Ash makes. That is what will make you hit the target of financial freedom, time freedom, before me, that I'm only waiting for Ash. Anita, I'm not sure if that's the line you were taking it to. Apart from that, I know you have a few more stuff. So tell us a bit more, maybe what you've been doing with your learning and where it's taking you to as we wait for Ash. You need to unmute yourself, I think.
sorry, I didn't realise I was. So first and foremost, I mean, I just had this thing that I really wanted to produce some paintings. Now, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who say, "Oh, well, you haven't done it." Da 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 da. They really don't understand the amount of work that goes into it. And when they start playing around with them things for themselves, they can kind of see the work that went into that. So I'm really pleased with myself for what I've learned and what I've kind of managed to achieve with that. Okay, and I just think that people can really surprise themselves if they have a go. So when everybody come along and joined Dash, they joined with different levels of what they wanted, right, and what they expected, and everything else. And sorry, as everyone knows, I have to look at my notes sometimes because of my memory. But the thing is, at the end of the day, everybody still joined because they wanted to change their life. Okay. Now, there's a lot to be said for, we are responsible for our own lives, really. We are responsible to make changes and to learn new skills and to have goals. And I just think no matter how small or how big, you need to have the right mindset. You need to have your goals. You need to set your goals for your vision of success. And to be honest, you've got to define what success means to you, in both your business and your personal life, really. Because at the end of the day, it will be unique to you. Everybody's idea is unique to them of what they want. It could be this small, it could be this big. But as long as it's what you want and you're achieving that. So, I always use, because I've been in sales all my life and stuff, I've always known about, your SMART goals. I'm not going to go into a big thing about that right now. But if people don't know what they are, then it's very much, they need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be attainable, they need to be relevant, and they need to be time bound. Okay, so all these things. Now, it doesn't matter on what that is. So it was like, for me, I wanted to get half a dozen pictures up onto Etsy before Christmas. Okay, I just had it in my head. That's it. I've got to do it. And I just sat there and I was like, stupidly, really, working until about 3 o'clock in the morning just to get them on there. And that was a bit silly, with my health and everything. But, now I know that I want to get another 6 on, and that's fine. So I'm going to dedicate the right amount of time for that, to do that. And then I'm going to carry on learning other things, because that is what, you're never too old to learn anything. It's never too late. So when people say, "Oh, but I'm not technical," do you know, some of the fun that they're missing out on is unbelievable. Some of these things are really good fun, and they're there to, like, to play around with and just do stuff and feel you've achieved. Now, with AI, I mean, it's now becoming where, colleges are starting to teach that now. I mean, I saw something the other day, and I'm not joking. I can't remember if it was a master's or whatever it was, but anyway, online, it was about £8,000. Oh my God. I mean, we have learned so much about AI already, just from being with Ash. We've learned so much. And our interests, we've been reading more, and then we had blogs, and we had all sorts. And my knowledge has gone from here right up to here, from just taking the time to get to know what's out there. And when you're starting to see these kind of things now being taught, this is what the way the world's going. So I would say that people need to kind of just think to themselves, well, what could I get from this? What could I get from this? And how much better would it be for me when Ash is ready with everything, that I actually know what he's even talking about? Because a lot of people don't, because they just sort of like, oh, I've signed up here, where's my money? They need to understand a little bit more about what's actually going on. Okay, they don't need to have
Yeah.
such an interest as everybody. We've all got our different interests.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm happy when you touched on goals and the smart goals and all of these. And it still goes back to this readiness, getting ready, because success
Mm,
is actually a journey. It's not just something that you wake up one morning to eat in front of your house. So you work on all of those goals, you learn, you ask yourself, all right, I've learned this much and I'm still waiting for Ash. What can I do with it? And all of those things. So if you don't learn, you will not know it. And the moment you know it, you want to take it to the next level and to the next level and to the next level. The good thing is this is an era of information. You have a plethora of platforms and sources of information to choose from. You just choose maybe one or two, three, depending your need of whatever you need, you want, and you concentrate on those. You learn them, and of course, it goes it really a long way. So we are just saying, and we would really like to know in the chat, guys, what are you doing as you wait for Ash? Because this is what Anita is sharing that she has been doing. What have you been doing so far, or what have you started doing? What are you doing to keep yourself focused, looking up, planning for success? Because one of the things, Anita, that I've heard, because one of the things I've learned to do during the 4 years that I've joined on Passive is how to listen to successful people. And when you listen to all of them, they have done all of these things that you are listing here. They have learned, they have read books. Even some of them are in their 80s and 90s today. They still read and they still say, if I don't read, I don't learn. I'm saying, oh, they're still learning and I'm still sitting here. So they learn, they read, they do listen to other people, listen to motivational. There are millions of them out there. You choose one or two that say what you want to listen to, and you think that you're learning from them, and you go by it. Because we cannot just sit like that. When we sit idle doing nothing, that is when negativity sets in. You get tired and you start losing hope and losing faith, in spite of the fact that Ash is still telling us that, listen, I am still here and I am still doing it. So I think that we just need to learn and copy from others, like somebody's doing it and testifying that it helps. First thing, like Anita said, it's not all about making money out of it. Just for your personal update, for your personal development. I don't know. I think that's how they call it. Because when just the fact that if you are involved in a chat somewhere, they're discussing about that topic, that you have a clue about what it is, you also have something to offer, or you learn even more because you already have an idea. You learn to add, to layer it over what you have already learned for yourself. And of course, it always takes us a long way. So, Anita, I'll hand it over back to you if you have any other thing to say, please.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know me, I've got quite a few things written down. Look, there's a lot of skills, and I don't just mean about how to use an AI tool. I don't. What I'm talking about is just things like mastering, like communication, even just basically, enhancing your ability really to convey ideas and stuff like that, and just connecting with people, and kind of even some people are branding themselves ready, on social media. They're just kind of getting more contacts, and I think Andy does. I mean, we're bringing up Andy a lot here, but Andy does talk about sort of lists and stuff like that. Some people are really big on social media. They love it, and all these contacts that they're making. Perhaps they need to be doing that through a business page. And I'm thinking exactly that myself, and perhaps should have done it a long time ago. I had different ideas, because I've got a background of in sales, face to face, and telemarketing. So I'm quite happy to pick up a phone and do a lot. But other people have got different ways of doing things. And some people, they build up all these followers on Facebook, talking about Love Island or something, right? They don't realise that that's a money-making tool for them there, right there, all these followers, so it's things like that. But it's just like you've just said there, right? I mean, people need to have some sort of practice, some gratitude, really, because the way I look at it is, if you reflect on the opportunities you've had so far, such as being able to learn new skills, and a lot of us have learned new things. Lots of people are now coming on webinars and doing stuff on YouTube channels, and they probably never even envisaged themselves doing that before. But also being part of like-minded community. Okay. And basically engaging with that community. You need to stay connected. I mean, engage with people to exchange ideas, share updates, offer encouragement to each other, whether for a current project or future opportunities. We all, lots of people know each other now, and lots of people, people have got to make a living, people have got to eat, so people are doing their own thing right now. Okay, so encourage people for what they're doing now, as well as what's coming ahead of them, for the opportunities that are coming to them. But certainly encourage them for what they're trying to do now too. And if people don't know what they're doing now, or don't know what to do, reach out, ask, just ask, because that's what we're all part of a community. And that's how I feel about it. Is I certainly, if I thought somebody was doing something and I wanted to know how they're doing that, I would message them and say, hey, hello, you know, fellow ONPASSIVian, how are you? Hey, how do you do that? Do you mind me asking? And I say, sure. You know, I mean, if they haven't got the time, they haven't got the time. But they might say, look, this is what I did here. Have a look at that, read that. It's just because we are all fellow members of one big community. Why not? Why not embrace that?
Sure, sure. I'm happy that you mentioned even the fact that people we have an opportunity to engage with like-minded people. That's something that we are blessed with for those of us who have been in this community, in this business, and we've been moving on from 2018. The good thing is that we've met very kind-hearted people here. It's just like I don't think that if you draw closer to Anita and say, I've seen your pictures on Etsy, how do you do those and how do you get them on Etsy and stuff like that? She would definitely tell you that this is what I did, this is how I started, and this is how I got to where I am now. So, and stuff like that. Sometimes we don't make it, because success, like I said, is a journey. And sometimes it's difficult that you can acquire it all by yourself. If you start a journey and you see that you're stuck, and of course you see somebody doing it, why not corner them? You don't want to go public shout, just go to write a message inbox. I've seen you doing this thing. I started doing it and I got stuck here. How do I move further? I don't think they will say no. They will not tell you. They'll definitely tell you, because that's why she's sharing it here anyway, because she knows that if you come over and say, how did you get here? She will definitely want to tell you that this is where I started. This is how my journey went till I am where I am. Because if you do that, the good thing about success is that, one, it takes focus. You want to focus on that big picture, something you want to achieve in future. And so being focused means you talk to people who are doing what you are doing, or who like what you like and stuff like that. And so I think that it goes a long way. We cannot just sit and watch. We cannot just fold our arms. Do something. Ask someone. There are people, because nowadays there's nothing like I can't do it. Yeah, because Anita, remember the very first thing you said, I'm not sure whether it was before we started this live session. You said the good thing about AI is how easy it is. It's very, very easy to use. Maybe you want to share a bit of your experience with using AI. Why we are doing this, guys, is because we think that if we get busy getting ready, preparing ourselves in any way possible, the moment Ash is ready, we are equally ready and more than ready. So maybe, Anita, you just want to share your experience with AI, how you started, you knew it and stuff like that, because somebody might hear and be encouraged. I want to also stop by and have a look. It's free, guys. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay, well, first of all, let me just say that there is only so much you can do for free. I mean, certainly ChatGPT, I've never paid for it, and I've got masses out of that for free. But there's certain things in let's say Midjourney, and Midjourney is not actually that easy, I must say. Some people find DAL-E easier, and in Canva, you've also got things you can click on in there to produce images as well. But it's just the fun of, I mean, it's actually quite funny because sometimes you'll ask it for something you want and you say, oh my God, how did it produce that? And then you know, no, start again. And so there's quite big fun of that. And you just learn to find which one works for you, and what kind of thing you want to do. And you can have it, set it so it's more wacky, or whether you want it more realistic, or whatever you want. But it's things like you just saying now about, like I say, I sat and learned that for myself. And if I was stuck, I asked my little best friend, ChatGPT. I didn't like scroll down loads of things trying to find it on the website. I just on their own website or whatever. I just asked ChatGPT and it gave me full instructions in seconds. Seconds. Oh, thanks. Carried on. And that was me doing that. And I'm really not that technical. So now what I could do is I could create a course to sell to people about how I did that. Okay. How am I going to do that? I'm going to use AI, because it's so simple for them to now me type it in my lingo as I speak. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I did. Make it into a course for me, and it will put all the headings, and it will put all your chapters and blah blah blah, whatever. You can then even go on to something else and go, I want to make that now into videos, and you put all of that into it, and the video will make it a video again within minutes. You haven't got to be able to try and produce that yourself. This is what is happening out there now. This is how easy it is. So this is what people are doing. They might think, oh, I want to be a writer. I mean, God, that's something I actually want to do as well. And, lots of people want to write. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, writing about your own life or something is a bit, you can't get Chat GPT or anything to do that. You need to do that yourself, but you can get some help. But if you just do how to produce pictures as a non-artist and put them onto Etsy, I would ask ChatGPT to give me a better title than that. But that's what you would do, and then you would produce that, and off you go. You could do an ebook, you could do a course, you could do a video course, you could do what you like. You could actually go on and do YouTube videos if you want to actually teach people for free. But if you want to do it for free, that's fine. If you want to do it and charge, you could do that. So this is what I'm saying, is just, from going from somebody who really wasn't that technical, from somebody who wanted to produce some art which was absolutely rubbish. I've tried painting, honestly. Um, and I just can't believe that, I'm actually not loads at the moment, because I'm not even promoting it really. It was mainly just to say I did it. But it's such a lovely feeling to think you see not just friends and family, but other people buying something you've produced, and it's going to be on that wall. It's a lovely feeling. So I think really that's what I'm saying, is just look at what it is you want to do. Go on to ChatGPT, type in, this is what I want to do. How can I do this? It will tell you. And then you can ask, how can I do this for free? Or really, really, really cost effectively, or for very little money, or whatever your financial situation is, and it will tell you. And then it will ask you, it'll even say, do you want more help with any of these? And you go, oh, yes, please. And it asks you if you want more help. And it says, do you want more help on this? Can I help you? And you say, yes, please, I'd like more help on number 3 that you've suggested. And it will give you loads more information. Make it your best friend. Go on there, ask it to help you with your ideas, what you want to do. And if you need it to be free, ask it. Please give me all of the free services I can use to do that. And it will. It's brilliant. And it's
Yeah.
going to help you. It's going to help you have a bigger understanding of all those other things coming our way as well with Ash.
Exactly, exactly. Like Happy New Year, Sister Yvonne. So Yvonne Finn says one thing on passive encourages is collaboration. And I think that's what Anita was talking about. Collaboration, collaboration, collaboration.
Mm.
Because if we collaborate, we think one thing, we believe in one thing, and then we stay together and we walk together on one lane on the same, following the same direction. And again, a few people have gone wrong here and there, abandoning our business and doing wrong stuff, or like talking other stuff that are unnecessary, because they don't know they can do things like this. We have come to know ourselves as a massive global family. And if I'm doing something that is helping me, because help here, I will emphasize on the fact that, because Anita is sharing, the joy here is just the fact that you walk through the door, somebody say, oh my God, I love the picture on your wall. Say Anita made it. It feels good. Even me, I know that, because I do some handiwork. When somebody puts on my stuff, I'm just like, oh God, I'm so happy. That's what I'm talking about. The fulfillment and the happy, the joy you get from it is what matters. And so when we get that done and we're moving, before we know it, we're fine. And the moment we're ready, we are 100% ready. So, Anita, I know we can go on and on and on, but I'll just give you the chance. If you have any other thing at all to add, then you do that so that we round up. Thank you.
I think people just have to kind of embrace change, really. Adapt to change. Sorry, they have to adapt to change, and understand really that business journeys often include delays, challenges, and use this time to build resilience and flexibility. That is the thing. Just accept that these things can take time, and like you say, challenges and stuff. But it doesn't mean to say you have to think, oh, that's it, I'm done. Done with that. Um, Go out and look at other things that you can do to learn new things. I mean, there's free courses out there. Okay, there's lots of things. I think it's called Future Learn is one of them. go on there. I spotted a course in digital marketing, believe it or not. I'm not saying that's what I want to go and do. I just wanted to understand it more for when Ash brings everything to us and those tools. I wanted to understand because it was free and it was with the college. And I did it and passed it totally free. And I just think that people have to be a bit more resourceful because if they want to change their life, whether it's personally or, or business wise, sorry, or just other things they want to learn, you've got to go out and find it and grab it. And as I say, I mean, Google's pretty good anyway for asking, isn't it? But certainly ChatGPT, an AI tool that's brilliant. So just decide what you might like to learn, what you might like to do, but definitely sit down and think, where is it you want to end up? Visualize what your idea of success for you is. And it doesn't matter how big or small it is. It does not. As long as you're happy with it at the end of the day. As long as you are happy and set those goals for yourself. Be it that you say, do you know what? I want to achieve this by the end of January, let's say. Write it down. You've got to have these things written down. Use those SMART goals. And it could be absolutely small things. Like me, I've got to lose some weight. So I'm just, oh God, I've got to go back, back to slimming world and and you just got to get on with it because you can put it off and put it off, and and here I am, sort of, I've piled on loads of weight because I kept putting it off. So the thing is, you just have to say it's time, sort it, and go and sort it, whatever it might be. You can find a way forward with those things, and you've just got to have you've just got to be positive and you've just got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in what it is you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Anita. Because one of the things that we were saying, I think we've discussed this a few times here. Why Anita brought this up is because at some point in life, maybe some people abandoned what they were doing, or they stopped looking for something to do, cross their arms and waiting for Ash to be ready with business. No, you have bills to pay, you have children to feed, you have everything to do. And what do you do with that money? You have to keep on, because even Ash doesn't stop you from doing what you're doing that would get you, something going, get you money, pay your bills, and all of those things. Because you need to give him time to finish. He's not under pressure to finish and come back quickly so that you finally have a source of income. No, he needs time to do things properly and get ready just at the proper time, just in due time. So let's get started. Let's just do, because like Anita is saying, there's so much people can do. We just chose on these few now, but there's way too much. So maybe people can share in the chat, what are you doing? And let somebody just find out something. There are people who were running businesses of their own, or they had big jobs. If they lost them and they were hoping or on passive and stuff, you go and do even cleaning or just do something at all. You can't just sit like this. But then let's do something, learn a skill, and focus on the skills and the mindset for success. If you are really planning to attain success, you need to work for it. You work towards it. You be ready. Guys, we appreciate you all for joining in. Thank you, Anita, for starting the year powerfully with us. And we hope that this information helps those who have not subscribed yet. Do not forget, this is 2025. You need to click that button and click the notification bell so that we walk this journey together. So let us know in the comment section how Anita performed today. Did you learn anything? That will go a long way. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Anita.
Oh, thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.